All right, I'm back with you. Just walking through this trail. Gonna head over towards this creek right here. We're gonna have a little discussion. Because I kind of feel that it's something that needs to be talked about. And here's the creek. But it's just regarding a YouTube video that I watched. I actually watched a few. But one of the things that was being discussed, I was watching, was long-term food storage, storing food in Mylar bags, this and that. One of the videos that I watched, the person the person doing the video was talking about you shouldn't worry about putting anything in Mylar bags for long-term storage until you get at least a year's worth of food stored up. And I kind of disagree with that, and I just would love to know what you guys think, because if you try to build up a year's worth of food, one, it's going to take you a long time, and when you put stuff in Mylar bags and it's done the right way, it's going to last you 20 plus years. So ever since I've been into prepping, into survival, every video I've ever watched with people doing long-term food storage, they've always been just buy what you can, pack it away in long-term food storage, put it in Mylar bags, put it in glass jars, put it somewhere that's sealed tight and has oxygen absorbers in it. This is the first video I've seen where the person was like, don't even worry about putting anything in a Mylar bag until you have a year's worth of food stored first. I mean, I don't know. If you think about this, I'm gonna spin around here, get a little bit more of the creek. But if you think about it, visualize what a year's worth of rice, beans, cereal, oats, and anything else that you would actually put in a Mylar bag. Just visualize of what a year's worth actually looks like. And then ask yourself, how long is it really going to take to actually put it all in Mylar bags? I guarantee you'll be there more than a week when you can just buy stuff on the go and do it on a weekend. So I thought that was a little odd hearing that person say that. But if that's something that you want to do, I guess to each his own. But if I know I'm grabbing food for long term and I have the Mylar bags, I'm putting it in as soon as I buy it. Because actually, here's a scenario I was thinking about too. Imagine you're that person who said, you know what, I'm going to wait the whole year. I'm going to build up a year's worth, which again, what does a year's worth really look like? But what happens if something really catastrophic were to happen before you even had time to put that in a Mylar bag? You know, what would you really do? Now you're screwed, because guess what? You really can't take it all with you. And now, yeah, it might last you the year. But I think if you do it as you buy it over the course of a year or 2 years, I think you'd really be surprised at just how much food you have saved. Because let's face it, when you start rationing things out, you'd be surprised how much or how long bags of rice will last you. Of course, you're gonna get tired of it, but at the end of the day, in the scenario or whatever situation it is, you're gonna be happy you had that rice and the beans. But I guess best case scenario would be the ability to buy the food you want, store it, you know, obviously in Mylar bags, but also have a place that you can bring it to. Let's say if you lived in a subdivision and you knew you weren't staying in a subdivision. Your subdivision's in a city. You knew you're not staying in a city. You knew for certain you'd be leaving. So whatever food you're storing, there's no reason to, you know, keep at your house. You know, every month or so, take a weekend, go up to wherever you're planning to stay or wait it out and make sure your food's there in a cool place. Plus, one thing I just started doing was buying seeds. I have one of those survival seed things that I bought probably 8-9 years ago. God knows how many seeds are in that thing, but it's one of those survival seed caches. I mean, I have one of them. I have an idea about where it's at, but I'm also buying packs of seeds too. I just started. I'm like, you know, that's actually a good idea. This way, as you're going through your food stores, you gotta start planting stuff to eat too. Because if you don't, some of your stuff's gonna run out. And again, stuff in Mylar bags will last you 20 plus years. So I think ideally, yeah, it's good to have at least a year's worth of food stored up. I think 6 months should be the minimum. Because in any scenario, aside from full out nuclear war, let's say, as everybody likes to talk about, the grid goes down. The grid went out and there's no power, no nothing. You would be surprised of how many people would not be here within 90 to 120 days. So the only people that would really be, and if you were able to hold out for 6 months, you'd come out of wherever you were. I mean, you'd have pretty much everything to yourself. Because look at the show Naked and Afraid. Look at how these trained survival experts, look at how their bodies get just decimated with no food, no water. And look at how emaciated those people are on their 20-day little shows, you know? I mean, and these people are supposedly trained experts. What's your average everyday person gonna do? In 20 days, these people aren't even gonna have enough strength to do anything, which is another thing people forget. If you've got enough food to last you, you're already ahead of the curve. You're gonna have all your full energy. Your mind's gonna work right, you know? So that's something else to think about. You know, what's the person who doesn't have the food and all that stuff? How long are they gonna last? Trust me, in a grid down situation, all you need, I mean, I would say definitely 6+ months, but even 4 months, 5 months in, you'd be surprised at how little people are left, you know? So that's just something to think about. But already at 10 minutes. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's all I've been doing, talking. But I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm down here at the creek. Just wanted to run that past you. Long-term food storage, Mylar bags. Should you wait till you have a year, or should you just do it as you buy it? I'm all for doing it as you buy it. I'm sorry. I don't feel like waiting and waiting and waiting, but just curious to hear what you guys think. You know, do you think it's a good idea to wait, or would you rather just do it as you buy it? So if you can, just let me know in the comments, all right? I'd appreciate it. And with that, this guy is gonna be out of here. Y'all have a good day.